Very, very nice. I'll quickly show you these. Okay, so let's go over what we're doing here today. I can't remember which requirement it was. Was it an 8? Yes, this is it. Okay. Interview at least 3 people. And the difficulty on some of this merit badges is getting enough people to interview. Okay.
Because they have to be over the age of 40.
Yeah, they have to be over the age of 40.
I said
gray
50
hair
if it
here, that
can't
helps
help.
me. Okay, interview at least 3 people different from those you interviewed for requirement 5. Okay, over the age of 40 who are scouts. Find out about their scouting experience. Ask about the impact that the scouting has had on their lives. Share what you've learned with your counselor. So you guys can ask some questions. I'm going to kind of go over some things, kind of give you a background. Okay, so you were supposed to find out about the scouting experience. I already know your question. I'm going to try to answer. And ask about the impact scouting has had on their lives. Okay? All right. Well, let me dress up in my uniform. What's different?
It might be a little small.
Small, but there's some other things that are different, right?
Green.
Green. So we had green uniforms back then.
It's a different
National Parks Council.
Yeah, I was in a different council. Yes, true. I was down in Pleasant Grove.
It's in a different material.
Yep, different material. Yes. This is cotton. Get wet. You felt it. Okay, so mine was a small number, 167. Okay. I even had an award here from 1975 at BYU. They had a, let's see, Utah National Parks Council Merit Badge Powwow. So we had our Merit Badge Powwows at BYU, and it was fun to think you were a big college student, you know, walking around the campus, going to the different rooms. It was fun, and I remember Merit Badge photography was one of them, which I greatly enjoyed. Okay. Hey, now is things much different from the old days? You can tell I really got into scouts. What?
Different requirements.
Yeah, there's many of them are the same though.
Safety used to be required. Now it's not.
Ah, yes. Now you know how to tell the difference between required and non-required, right? What are the required ones? What's with different?
Silver.
Okay, white, silver. Okay, well, that's right. Those were the required ones. So he's right. Safety was required. Back then, you had to have 24 merit badges. Now, I was a scout in the 70s, 73, 74, 75, you know, that time frame. Okay, up to 80. Okay, so as a scout back then, we had some different requirements. Okay, we had 24 to get an eagle. There was a brief period of time, I believe, it was the only time when 24 merit badges was required. Because what is required today? 21, that's right. And at the beginning, it was 21. So there was this perturbation, probably in the 70s when I went through, you had to have 3 more merit badges. And you had different requirements. Yes?
Was cooking required back then?
Yes, I'm quite, well, let's see, was it? I don't recall doing cooking.
Probably how it looks like you got 24 and then some.
Yeah, I got 10 more, so I got 34. That got me let's see. I did bronze palm, that's 5 more. Gold palm gets you the 10 more. So that was the same. The bronze awards were the same. Now I got to confess, we never really wore the hat very often except for ceremonies, okay? You know, we'd have these Eagle Courts and Court of Honors, and we had Court of Honors, I thought, all the time. And we had them as a stake in our case. We often had state Court of Honors. It seemed like they were every other month, or it seemed like they were very often, and they were always on Sunday. So that was kind of interesting. Always on Sunday. I'd like to go over some that are no longer. This is, I believe,
Target. Rifle shooting.
Yeah, it's rifle shooting for its day, and a little bit different. You had to earn, you had to get the Utah, anyway, I'll look up the award, but you had to actually be registered to get that award.
How do you get the hunter safety?
That's it, hunter safety. I was trying to remember. So you had to get hunter safety to get that award.
So are there merit badges on there that they don't offer anymore?
Now that's a good question. This one is changed. Some of these have changed the names, still kind of the same. This is atomic energy. It's now nuclear science. Okay?
What's the one with, that looks like a satellite with, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that would
With
have
the blue background?
been probably communications back then. So that was the communications merit badge. So some of the merit badges have changed. Design, they're the same merit badge, though, right? Communications, this was emergency preparedness, as I recall, anyway.
Yeah.
Foggy memories of back many years.
What's the very bottom one?
That was journalism. Now that's funny. You never see that anymore.
They still have it. It's a notebook now.
It is. So what is this?
Yeah, what symbol is that?
Well, that's a typewriter key, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, my.
Dang it, I was in the era of the typewriters. That's how old I am. I was pre-computers. Computers did come in the 70s, but they were in the late 70s. So we did typewriters, and we typed our reports, okay? So that's journalism.
Is the traffic one like traffic safety or something?
Yeah, there was, let's see, point it out to me.
Middle left. Stoplight.
Oh, yeah, it was traffic. I believe that was right, traffic safety. I remember standing on the corner and monitoring errors. There were lots of errors. People that didn't stop, and we'd just document. There was, we were quite a, we were policemen. We noticed we could arrest lots of people. So now here's, there is one merit badge I want to talk about just briefly to you. There's a new Thomas S. Monson Award. Okay. He's already got it, so you probably know what that merit badge is, maybe. This is genealogy. You only have to do 2 requirements for genealogy, and I did the whole merit badge, okay? So that's a genealogy merit badge. That's what it looks like, still looks like today. That was a brand new one back then in my day. Okay, let's see if I can show a few other things.
Are they aware of this Thomas S. Monson Award?
Yeah, because those two guys already have it.
If you got the award, can we see it? That would be cool. You didn't bring it?
Yeah, I forgot to bring it.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have showed. Anyway, this was my family back then. I was 16 in this picture. You might know a few differences. I had hair back then, see? Okay. And I want to show you one more thing, and then we've got some other gentleman that's going to help as well on this. I just wanted to show what the merit badge certificates look like. Okay. So these are what the merit badge certificates look like. They put the name down. What is that merit badge? I don't see, but anyway.
Motorboating.
Motorboating, okay. Merit badge, Utah National Parks. Got it July 1974. Anyway, different than what we see today, right? So just showing you what they looked like back then in my day. So, yeah, he's going to take some pictures here. I'll show the old hat. Again, this was more for ceremony.
Does it still fit, Boyd?
You know, I think it kind of, you know, hats can always fit.
Fits better now because he doesn't have any hair.
That's right, exactly. Well. Okay, maybe not. The shirt definitely doesn't fit. We know that. I think that pretty well summarizes it. You were supposed to ask one more question. We'll be done here with me. It says, ask what impact scouting has on their lives. Okay, you can ask that question? Okay, good. Thank you, Chandler. Okay.
Scouting impacted on your life?
Okay, let's see. That's a good question. I should have studied it a little more. But nonetheless, the neatest thing for me is it exposed, if you see these merit badges, it exposes you to many different possible careers. Okay? And my career, one of my career is on this field, okay? So you want to know what that merit badge is?
Sports.
That one right there.
Torch.
Rocket science?
Did I get the wrong one? I got the wrong one. Sorry. One more down. I wonder why. That one right there.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. That's right. I'm a chemical engineer. Okay? So this gave me good exposure to my career. All right? I'm also, this green one here, I'm in safety. So hazards analysis. That was also a good exposure. In fact, my scoutmaster, okay, get this. My scoutmaster worked at Hercules, okay, as a hazards analyst. I hired on Hercules at the time as a hazards analyst, okay? So my Scoutmaster helped me with my career. All right, that's how important it is. So scouting values, exposed to careers, it helped me get my career. That's how important it is to me. Yes,
The
Hayden.
one that was on the bottom, the journalist, kind of looks like golf.
Ah, there you go. Golf and a J.